Job interviews, a week of prep and perseverance. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my story about job interviews. My name is Sophie, and today I'm going to share with you an experience I had with preparing for and attending job interviews during a whirlwind week. Job interviews are all about making an impression, showing your skills, answering questions, and hoping you're the right fit. They can be nerve-wracking, but they're also a chance to shine. This story is about a time when I applied for a new role, faced tough questions, and dealt with the waiting game. I hope you enjoy listening to it. Let's get started. I currently work at Bright Future Company, a small company that sells educational software for schools. I'm an administrative assistant, and I've been there for 2 years, handling schedules, payments, contracts, and deliveries. It's a good job, but lately, I've felt ready for more responsibility, more pay, more challenge. Last week, I saw a job posting that caught my eye. It started on a Monday morning when I was scrolling job sites at home, 8 a.m., coffee in hand. The posting was from LearnWell Incorporated, a bigger education tech company. They needed an office manager, $50,000 a year, up from my $35,000, managing a team of 5, overseeing operations. It was perfect, everything I'd learned at Bright Future Company fit the role. The deadline was Wednesday, interviews Friday. I decided to apply, but I'd need to move fast. I opened my laptop, updated my resume, added my contract and delivery wins, and wrote a cover letter. Dear hiring manager, I'm Sophie, an administrative assistant with 2 years at Bright Future Company. I've managed logistics, contracts, and payments, and I'm eager to lead as your office manager. Regards, Sophie. I submitted it at 9 a.m., fingers crossed. Monday at work, I kept it quiet, I hadn't told Mr. Evans yet. At 10 a.m., I got an email, subject, interview invitation. Hi Sophie, thank you for applying to LearnWell Incorporated. We'd like to interview you Friday, 10 a.m., at 456 Oak Street. Please confirm. Regards, Lisa, HR. My heart raced, I was in. I replied at 10:15 a.m., Dear Lisa, I'm Sophie, I confirm my interview Friday, 10 a.m. Thank you. Regards, Sophie. I'd need to prep and take a day off. Tuesday, I started preparing. At 8 a.m., I researched LearnWell, found their site, read their mission, empowering education through technology. They had 50 employees, 3 offices, bigger than Bright Future's 10. I wrote notes, key products, values, to sound informed. At 9 a.m., I practiced questions. Online list said, tell us about yourself, what's your strength? I stood in my room, mirror as my audience. Hi, I'm Sophie, I've spent 2 years streamlining operations at Bright Future Company. My strength is organization, I've coordinated deliveries and contracts under tight deadlines. I timed it, 2 minutes, smooth. Tuesday at work, I asked for Friday off. At 11 a.m., I told Mr. Evans, Hi, Mr. Evans, I need Friday off, personal day. He said, Sure, Sophie, you've earned it. I felt a twinge of guilt, not saying why, but I'd tell him if I got the job. That evening, 7 p.m., I picked my outfit, navy blazer, white shirt, black pants, professional, comfortable. I printed my resume, 2 copies, and packed my bag, notes, pen, ID. The weather forecast said 22 degrees Celsius, sunny, perfect for the 30-minute bus ride. Wednesday, I practiced more. At 8 a.m., I tackled tough questions. Why do you want to leave your job? I said, I love my role, but I'm ready for more leadership, like managing a team at LearnWell. At 9 a.m., what's your weakness? I tried, I can be too detail-focused, but I'm learning to balance it. I recorded myself, voice steady, pace good. I emailed a friend, Sarah, at 10 a.m. Hi Sarah, I've got an interview Friday, any tips? She replied, be yourself, ask questions, good luck, Sophie. I noted her advice, ask about team goals. Thursday, I finalized prep. At 8 a.m., I reviewed LearnWell's products, software for math and reading, matching my experience. I practiced one last time. Tell us about a challenge, I said. Once, a delivery went missing. I tracked it, fixed it, kept the client happy. At work, I tied up loose ends, scheduled a payment, emailed a client, leaving Friday clear. That night, 6 p.m., I got a call. Hi, Sophie, this is Lisa from LearnWell. Can we move your interview to 2 p.m. Friday? Conflict came up. I said, yes, 2 p.m. works. I adjusted my plan, bus at 1 p.m., arrive 1:45 p.m. I slept early, 10 p.m., nerves buzzing. Friday, interview day. I woke at 7 a.m., ate breakfast, toast and tea, showered, dressed, checked my bag. The bus left at 1 p.m., crowded but on time, dropped me at Oak Street, 1:40 p.m. LearnWell's office was sleek, glass doors, busy lobby. I checked in. Hi, I'm Sophie, 2 p.m. interview. The receptionist said, take a seat, Lisa's coming. I waited, palms sweaty, reviewing notes. At 2 p.m., Lisa, a tall woman in a gray suit, greeted me. Sophie, nice to meet you, let's go to the meeting room. The interview had 3 people, Lisa, HR, Mr. Patel, operations, and Miss Carter, team lead. We sat at a round table. Lisa started, Sophie, tell us about yourself. I said, hi, I'm Sophie. I've been an administrative assistant at Bright Future Company for 2 years, managing contracts, deliveries, and payments. I'm organized and ready to lead your team. Mr. Patel asked, why LearnWell? I said, your mission, empowering education, matches my experience, and I want to grow into management. Ms. Carter said, describe a tough situation. I said, a $10,000 shipment was delayed. I negotiated a rush delivery, kept the client satisfied. They nodded, 25 minutes in. Then a curveball. Mr. Patel asked, how do you handle conflict? I paused, then said, I stay calm. Once, a supplier overcharged us. I reviewed the contract, called them, and saved $500. Lisa said, what's your weakness? I said, I focus on details, but I'm learning to delegate, keeps projects moving. At 2:40 p.m., I asked, what's your team's biggest goal? Ms. Carter said, efficiency, streamlining workflows. I said, I'd love to help with that. They smiled. Done at 2:50 p.m. Lisa said, thanks, Sophie, we'll call by Monday. Friday evening, I replayed it, solid answers, good vibe. I emailed Sarah, interview went well, waiting now. She said, you've got this, Sophie. I relaxed, bus home at 3:30 p.m., dinner at 6 p.m., hopeful. Monday, the call came. At 10 a.m., my phone rang. Hi, Sophie, this is Lisa from LearnWell. We loved your interview, you're our top pick, $50,000, start in 2 weeks. Can you accept? I beamed, yes, thank you. I'm thrilled. She said, offer letters coming, sign by Wednesday. I told Mr. Evans at 11 a.m., Mr. Evans, I got a new job, office manager at LearnWell. 2 weeks notice. He said, Sophie, congrats, I'll miss you, but you've earned it. I smiled, interviews are a leap, but I landed. That's my story. I hope you liked it. Interviews test you, but they open doors. Have you faced one lately? Thank you for listening, and see you next time.